At the same time, I'm also going back and forth with my chai way because they're like, we're willing to accept, partial responsibility, and you can, we'll pay for half if you pay for the other half, and we'll send you a new machine. Now, I understand that's helpful, but just, I was very much in my feelings about this. I didn't want to pay more money for a machine. Not even, I didn't want to pay half of it. I didn't want to pay anything because I just felt, I can't explain how I felt. But if you've ever had something stolen from you that you were really excited about and spent money on, you know what I mean. And I was like, that's very helpful, but no, I don't want to do that. And then not to mention that DHL sent me another message saying that, well, the reason you didn't get notified is because, unfortunately, you're going to have to direct your anger at the shipping, at the people who shipped the machine, because they're the ones who said it was fine to, leave it at your doorstep, no signature required, et cetera, which that's fine, but also, what about what I requested as the customer? I requested to be notified. I've gotten every other text message. I got every other text message telling me when it was in Timbuktu, when it was in Cincinnati, when it was here and there, but you didn't send the message to tell me that it was finally at my door. So I can't get past that part. Anyway, I kept going back and forth with my chai way, and I felt like they weren't understanding what I was saying. Like, they kept saying stuff to me like, well, why weren't you at home, or why didn't you do this, or don't you have cameras, and I felt like they were patronizing me, which I could have just, again, still been in my feelings, but I didn't like the tone of the messages. I felt like they weren't, I wanted them to be as upset as I was, okay? So I was like, I feel like you're not understanding me. This is very frustrating. I don't have more money to just, buy a new machine, even at half price. You know what I mean? This is something that I got as an investment into my business and as a present to myself, so that I can, offer more services and things like that to my clients. So to try to shorten it up, what ended up happening is my Chaiway decided that they would send me a new machine. Bless their hearts. And I was obviously so grateful. So they said it would be sometime after the new year. And I was like, thank you. I just really, really appreciate it. I was like, I'm still tongue-tied about it. But at the end of the day, that is what I wanted. I wanted a replacement machine. And I wanted it to be, I don't know, I just wanted a new machine, and I didn't want to have to pay for it. I didn't feel like that was fair. It's not like I wasn't home. It's not like I was, just whatever. I just felt so robbed, which I literally was. Anyway, they were kind enough for the second time to replace a machine, and I'm not having to pay anything. So when that machine comes in, I'm going to be very excited to share it with you guys and show it to you. Again, I don't want to tell you what it is because I feel like it's really cool and really fun and just kind of neat, and I want it to be a surprise. All right, so moving on. What else can I share with you guys? There was something else I wanted to touch on. This new COVID that's out, that's even more contagious and everything, really has me contemplating closing my office. I mean, they haven't said that, we have to start shutting down anything, but I don't know. It's just not sitting well with my spirit, all this stuff going on. And I'm seriously considering just shutting it down. And I don't know what I'm going to do if I do that. I think I'll probably focus on, selling products that people can use, at home to maintain their results if they've gotten treatments, or, to help, get their bodies together while they're at home sitting in the house if they can't come into the office. Also, another reason is I kind of need a bigger space. My office is cute, it's nice, but I can barely turn around in it. And I don't know if it's because it's small in here or if it's because I'm big in here. But either way, I need more space. And I would also like something that I can pay for monthly. Because when you're just starting out, $200 a week doesn't sound like a lot. It doesn't sound like a big deal, especially if you're anticipating being very busy. Because if you haven't started yet, I'm sure you're getting a lot of encouragement. Oh yeah, girl, do that, start that, hit me up as soon as you get it going. I'm going to be your first customer. All the stuff that I've said before. And then usually once you get it going, you can't really rely on those people. And there are slow times. Like since I've started, I just started in a season where people were already going to be spending money, but also taking breaks from spending money. Like right before Christmas, when Thanksgiving and everything, holidays when people are eating, and then Christmas and birthdays when all the people are spending a lot of money, and then they, want to take a break from coming out of pocket for stuff. So there's that, and I was like, I'll just stick it out until around the first of the year. But this COVID thing has really got my anxiety going and freaking me out and has me concerned, and I am just really, like I said, my car died. That was exciting. So now I don't have a car. So now I'm Ubering and lifting back and forth to my office, which is costing me $60 a day to and fro. That's eating up a lot of funds. And I'm sorry, hold on everyone. This is my wife calling. Okay, so today we all got like that alert. It's kind of like the Amber Alert on our phone that said, that COVID is like really crazy right now. Don't do any gatherings, no friends, no family, no nothing. Just like kind of hunker down, just stay in the house, which further, increased my anxiety and made me think that's like a sign. I need to just go ahead and close. Now, like a lot of people that I've been in contact with, they all have like other businesses. A lot of women who do this, they're nurses or estheticians. They have other side hustles and other jobs, or they're fortunate enough to where this is just like a hobby for them. This is my bread and butter. I don't do anything else. This is my job full time. I don't have any other side job, any other side hobby, any other side hustle. I did before this, but I wanted to really put all of my attention and time into growing my body contouring business. So to make the decision to kind of close down would mean having to find, obviously, another revenue source, which you should always have multiple streams of income. This is the first time that I haven't been doing 2 or 3 things at once. But I just really fell in love with this so much that I just wanted to put all of my attention into it. So that's something else that I have to really think about and consider. I guess the next thing that I'll talk to you guys about is why I initially got into doing body contouring, and also why it does not work for me. I initially started doing this because I had a brain tumor that I had surgery for, I guess going on 2 years now, and it was really bad, and it was in my frontal lobe, and it would literally cause me to go blind. Like whenever the tumor would put pressure on my optic nerve, I would literally lose all sight. Black. I'm talking Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, blind. Okay, sometimes it would last for a few hours, sometimes it would last for a day, and it happened really randomly. It wasn't a gradual thing. Like sometimes I would just wake up and can't see. So it made it very hard to work. And I dealt with this for almost 2 years, the symptoms of it, and, you know, living with it. I had a job that I loved before I got sick that I did for like 5 or 6 years. Um, and I had to quit, and I was basically practically homebound. It wasn't safe for me to drive, but I had children that I had to get around, and I had to still try to make a living. So I was unsafely driving around, still trying to live a life, knowing that at any particular moment I could go blind. Even if I walked, I could lose sight while trying to cross the street. Even if I got a job flipping burgers, I could lose my job while I'm working a deep fryer. Who knows? That's how it was. So I was kind of stuck for almost 10 freaking years. I couldn't do anything. And some of the side effects were, it affected my thyroid. I gained a lot of weight. My skin got bad. My hair fell out. So many things. And there was really nothing that I could do about it. I couldn't work out because it also affected my hypothalamus, which is kind of like your body's thermostat. So I would get overheated really easily, feel faint, want to pass out, get lightheaded, dizzy. And that sometimes still happens to me. So I couldn't work out. My thyroid and stuff and hormones were crazy all over the place. So dieting wasn't really doing anything for me. And I felt stuck. I felt sad, I felt stuck, I felt trapped, I felt defeated, I had no motivation, I didn't know what else to do. And after I had my second surgery, I thought that I would be, within a matter of time, or at least over time, I would get back to 100%. My body would start cooperating with me, I could start working out and maybe dieting and, I say diet, but I never really had a bad diet. I love salads. I'm allergic to seafood. I don't eat a lot of junk, and I don't eat very much. So I was thinking whatever changes I made to my eating habits and my physical activities would finally be of some benefit, because at least now I could be mobile, I could be active, I could participate in my self-care. But that didn't happen. The residual effects of the tumor left me with a condition called Cushing's syndrome. And my thyroid is still affected. My hormones are still affected. So basically nothing changed. I was trapped in this big, thick body. And I started researching, anything that I could do from home to try and help myself. And I somehow came across non-invasive body contouring. I think I was looking at some home devices, and I saw the term body contouring, and I did more research on that term, and I think that's how I stumbled upon, this being a thing that people were doing as an alternative to surgery. Because I was thinking, if only I could afford surgery one day, that would be like a dream come true. But not really believing that day would ever come, this non-surgical body contouring stuff just sounded like the next best thing. So the more I researched it, I was like, this sounds awesome. I've never heard of it before. Do other people know about this? And the more I looked into it, I was like, well, what is this profession called? What do you have to do to get into this? And once I start thinking like that, that's me wondering if this is something I can turn into a business, because that's what I do. And so I realized that in Texas, I couldn't find anything that says that licenses and things like that were required. But just being the kind of person I am, I like to have some type of credential behind what I'm doing, because I know some people care, some people don't, but for me, it's just a good look to be able to say that I was technically trained and I do have these credentials to be able to do this. It makes people feel, more comfortable if they care about such things. And I happen to. So I took 2 online courses, and well, one was an online course and one was a hands-on course. And I saw the machines. I was like, the machines weren't ridiculously expensive considering, what it is that they do. So I made the investment to get a machine. I took the classes, paid for the training, and I just kind of hit the ground running all within about 3 months. All within about 3 months. And I probably would have paced myself more, but like I said before in my other video, I was just really excited. I really just wanted to get busy doing this. It was so awesome and it was so fun, and I love the idea of helping women treat those, those problem areas that we hate. And of course, I thought this is something I can do for me. It's for stubborn fat, like anybody, who doesn't have certain medical and underlying issues can benefit from this. So I was thinking, this is going to be a dream come true for me. And it wasn't. I'm still stuck in this big, thick body. The treatments don't really work for me. My body just doesn't metabolize it doesn't process the toxins and things the way that it should in order to be beneficial. I don't know how else to explain it without getting too nerdy and technical, but my body just doesn't get rid of the toxins and stuff and process the things the way that it should, which is extremely disappointing. I still do treatments on myself because I feel like it will work for me if I'm consistent enough. It just won't work as quickly. The results won't be as dramatic. And I have dropped some weight in inches, but I don't know. I can't say for certain that it's because of the cavitation, but it could very well be a factor. So I'm going to try to get myself on a more consistent schedule doing it. And then at first, when I first opened my office, I was busy for a while. So after I treated other people, I kind of just didn't feel like doing it on myself. And the few times that I have done it on myself, it just isn't the same. So I think I'm going to get like another fellow body contouring specialist to work on me. Because you just can't put the same like energy and pressure and elbow grease into it when you're trying to get all of your own angles. So the plan is I'm going to find another specialist in my area and get them to work on me. And then I really do believe that will make a big difference. I do plan on taking some more courses. Probably, well, I think within the next couple of days, I plan on taking a few other courses from some other specialists that I follow on Instagram and on Facebook and stuff like that. I want to keep learning more techniques. I want to learn other procedures. There's other stuff out there that I want to get into to be able to offer my clients. Anything that works. A big thing for me is I'm not a big fan of pills and shots and injections. I would like for it to be as natural as possible. I would like to be able to tell people that they can get results without having to do pretty much anything unnatural. Like right now, the biggest requirement for ultrasound cavitation is water. Your water intake is extremely important. But I like that because water is good for us anyway. Yeah, so I guess that's about it. I wanted to share with you guys why it doesn't work for me, because I really thought that I would be more of a walking billboard for body contouring. I thought that I would be able to represent what it does with my own body, but not so much. And that makes me feel a way because I know and I feel like what people think when they see someone who works on bodies but doesn't have an Insta body, probably feels like, how can it work? I feel like if it worked, then you would look like this, not so much like that. And so that's another thing that was a little bit discouraging, because I thought that I could use myself as an example. But, you know, I don't have a problem with the way that I am. You know, I love my body at any size and in whatever condition, because it is what it is. But I just thought, you know, like I said, that I would be able to put a dent in some of this, just to be able to say, you know, look at me. If it works for me, it can definitely work for you. So yeah, that's that. I just wanted to share those things with you guys. If I think of anything else, I'll make another video. If there's anything in particular that you want me to talk about or ask me about, let me know in the comments. Please subscribe. I know it's not a very thrilling, exciting channel yet, but it'll get better the more I get the hang of it. So if I helped with anything, if I was able to share anything with you, and add any insight, then I did what I came to do. So you guys have a wonderful day. Happy holidays again. Stay safe, stay healthy, and please subscribe.